right, bro, what's your name and what do you own?
My name is Chris King, and I own a couple F150s. So the newest one's going to be the red one here. It's a 2022, just rolled like 1,500 miles on it. We did a 3.0 Whipple supercharger, QA1 suspension, wheels. I got a drag pack for it. I mean, you name it, it's probably done on this truck. So we have a 3.5 IHC suspension drop with the QA1 coilovers and shock relocation in the rear. It's a pretty simple kit, bolt on, drop the truck that 3 inches in the front, 5 in the rear, and gave it the aggressive stance that I wanted it to have.
The wheels and tires, also another point of interest on this. Tell me a little bit about that setup.
So I wanted to throw some wide wheels on there because why not? I was actually really impressed. My calculations were correct. It doesn't rub. The drag pack's kind of the one that's meant for the truck. We got some 17-inch bead locks for the rear, some 20x7s for the front. It hooks up, but every time it hooks up, I break some. These ones just spin. Much more fun time.
Gotcha. Earlier, you showed me this very intricate toolbox. We've talked most of your wiring and setups. What kind of work went into that?
That was probably the most detailed thing I did on the truck. I bought this $12 toolbox on Amazon. I had Andrew at Wheelworks powder coated up, and we put all of our wiring for this truck into that toolbox, and it's mounted behind the seat with the factory jack relocation, and it's just super simple, clean, and if I ever have an issue, all the fuses are right there and no one will see any of the wiring under the hood, stuff like that.
What's going on with the blue truck?
I did a 3.5 drop by IHC, a little different, not coilovers. It's factory ride quality. 24s on it. Of course, we did some lighting, color matching by Chris Sandys. He's my main paint guy. He's done all 3 of my trucks. Other than that, just the simple stuff. We did cat skins in it here at Distinctive, just to spice it up just a little bit, make the interior feel a little nicer than just being an XLT. Simple stuff to daily drive it year round, enjoy driving a decent truck that doesn't totally break the bank.
We have known each other for almost 10 years now. Tell me a little bit about the first truck or the first car that you had.
First one's what most people know me for. It was a single cab 02 Silverado. It was orange. It was lifted on a shitty rough country lift on some off-brand wheels. I had nice Toyo tires on it. From that truck, I actually learned a lot. I started that one at 15, and ever since then, I've just been project after project after project. Build it, sell it, start over.
What was the one truck that gave you the most pain, but also taught you the most?
This red truck here. Financially, it hurt. I was at 996 miles. Popped the hood, and there was some oil in the coolant. Thank God it wasn't a head gasket. Every time I broke it, I learned something, and it's my first real performance build. I've done a couple superchargers in the past, but nothing to the extent of this one. First nitrous system I've ever done. My pocketbook hates it, but it's worth it every time I slam the throttle.
Any future plans? What do you got in the works right now?
I really want to do the Raptor conversion, fenders and bed, and I want to put it on air. I want a wide body and bag the supercharged F150.
We've gotten to know this community and we've known this scene. There's a lot of people that started where you started out to a whole generation of these kids that want to get into this. What's some words of wisdom from you being in the industry for over 10 years now?
Well, I want to say don't do it, but it's something where you got to have a lot of dedication. Tools is the main thing. I got more money in tools than I do probably all 3 trucks. You break one thing or lose one thing, it's be a day's pay or even more. If it's something you're really interested in, keep going. It's gonna suck. It still sucks to this day. Every time I finish a build, we have my first build going to SEMA this year. I'm speechless about it, honestly. It's really cool, but you are gonna struggle. It's not gonna be fun, but every time you finish a project, it makes it worth it. My fiance hates it. Literally, I'm like, oh, I did that one. Oh, I did that one. You see something you did and you built out there, and it's like, I did that, and someone else is enjoying it, and nothing beats it.
Yeah. Where can they find you on the socials there, Chris?
Most of my stuff is builds with Chris. Distinctive Ride, we just started in Anchorage, Instagram. Distinctive Ride Anchorage on Instagram and Facebook, and then we have just Distinctive Ride, which is our main Wasilla location.
We wish you the best of luck, sir. We can't wait for the future, man. Thank you so much for talking with us. Later, guys.